If you use a traditional bank or an expensive method like PayPal or Swift transfers to make and receive frequent international payments, then there's a better way. Airwallex lets UK-based startups, SMEs, make faster cross-border payments at bank-beating rates. But the crucial question is it any good? I'm Chris Farman, and I'm going to take you on an in-depth look at Airwallex, including its features, fees, and pros and cons, to help you decide whether it's the global payment platform that you and your business have been waiting for. What is Airwallex? Airwallex is a global financial platform that was founded in Melbourne in 2015. Since then, it's become an established name in the international payment space, serving more than 150,000 business customers worldwide. With those kinds of numbers, it must be doing something right. Now, we're calling it a global payments provider, but it does a lot more than that. It gives you all the financial functionality to track your expenses and manage your funds internationally. You can create multi-currency business accounts with local details, spend on borderless corporate cards, make quick and cost-effective payments, and manage foreign exchange without you spending on high fees and waiting for long processing times. Airwallex has a user-friendly interface, robust security, a good range of business tools, and integrates well with e-commerce and accounting platforms like Xero or e-commerce platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, and many more. Hence, you can probably see why it's doing so well. That sounds like a pretty good sales pitch, but I'm here to give you an honest review. So, let's start with a deep dive into its features. Key features. Right, so what exactly does Airwallex have to offer? Well, for one, global business accounts. What a lot of businesses will love is being able to open local business accounts in more than 20 currencies in 60 plus countries quickly and easily without having a physical presence in those regions. You can open accounts in the UK, Europe, Singapore, Hong Kong, the US, Australia, and more through Airwallex. And each account has its own account number and branch code so that you can receive payments like a local. You can use the accounts to receive payments locally from PayPal, popular e-commerce platforms like Amazon and Shopify to avoid forced FX conversions. Funds are also safeguarded in line with rules set by the Financial Conduct Authority. Interbank FX rates. Having multi-currency wallets reduces the need for currency exchange. However, when you do need to make a payment in a currency that you don't hold, Airwallex provides competitive exchange rates that are based on the interbank rate plus a markup of between 0.5 and 1%. That compares to the 3 to 5% markup you'll typically receive from the traditional banks. International payments. You can initiate local payouts or make transfers to 120 countries without paying the expensive Swift fees. This is because Airwallex has its proprietary connections to local rails. Hence, your recipients can receive the funds within hours, if not instantly. Transaction limits to business accounts are also quite high, making it a good fit for small and large payments. You can also schedule either one-time or recurring payments and make batch payments to up to 1,000 recipients in a few quick clicks. Virtual and physical cards. Now, there are also multi-currency Visa corporate debit cards to simplify your spending and expense control. Airwallex issues virtual and physical cards that you can use for employees and business expenses and stay on top of all purchases and expenses in real time. There are no foreign transaction fees, and you can review and approve all company expenses from a single dashboard. Integrations. A digital business account of this kind is nothing without comprehensive third-party integrations, and Airwallex doesn't disappoint. It integrates with accounting software such as QuickBooks and Xero to automate reconciliation and connects to popular e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Shopify, and more for seamless, no-code payment processing. Airwallex also supports online payment acceptance so that you can take card payments directly from your customers through payment links or website checkouts, ideal for e-commerce or SaaS businesses. Now, there are also extensive API capabilities if you need complex integrations with a broader range of functionality. How much does Airwallex cost? So, how much does all of this cost? Well, one of the great things about Airwallex is that unlike some of its rivals, its pricing and transaction fees are completely transparent. So you can price up a package without having to pick up a phone to their sales team. Firstly, there's no fee for signing up, so that's a good start. In terms of monthly costs, the Explore plan, which is a good fit for small businesses, is free if you maintain a minimum balance of £10,000 or deposit at least £10,000 per month. If you don't, you'll pay £19 a month. For that, you get access to multi-currency accounts, free local transfers to 120 plus countries, access to competitive FX rates, and 5 free employee cards and 10 free company cards a month. Upgrade to the Grow plan at £49 a month and you get everything in the Explore package, plus up to 50 free company cards, automated receipt and bill data extraction, and customizable spend approvals. After that, it's £999 a month for the Accelerate package, which is designed for much larger businesses. On top of the monthly costs, there are also some transaction fees to be aware of. UK domestic transfers are free, and Airwallex doesn't charge transaction fees for international payments to over 120 countries. Overseas card transactions are also fee-free, but any payments made via the SWIFT network incur a flat fee of £10 to £20. Now, there's also a charge for receiving payments, as with most payment providers. For UK card payments, you pay 1.30% plus 20 pence per transaction. That rises to 2.40% plus 20 pence for card payments from the European Economic Area, and 3.15% plus 20 pence for international card payments. Now, you're also looking at a £5 per card holder per month if you need additional employee cards, and there's the 0.5 to 1% currency conversion markup on the interbank rate that we've already discussed. Overall, we think those fees are very competitive. That said, if you receive large amounts of international transactions, keep an eye on those receiving fees and compare the costs with the competition before opening an account. Pros and cons. Now, we've covered an awful lot of detail there, so let's break down Airwallex into some quick-fire pros and cons. We like Airwallex because the low currency exchange fees can lead to big savings over the traditional banks. You can avoid forced FX conversions so that you can save on fees altogether by holding local currencies. International transfers can be free and arrive instantly. It's regulated by the FCA and customer funds are safeguarded. It offers more comprehensive integration options than a lot of the competition, and there's transparent pricing and no unexpected fees. So that's all great, but here are a few things that may give you pause for thought. First, you can't make cash deposits and the corporate cards don't work in ATMs, so it's not suitable for businesses that rely on cash. There are also no physical branches for in-person customer service, and there's no line of credit, so you can't get a business loan, overdraft, or credit card. Who is Airwallex ideal for? Overall, Airwallex is a great fit for businesses with international clients and suppliers, and online firms that want multi-currency management without excessive overheads. For example, if you run an e-commerce business, SaaS company, or creative agency, Airwallex enables you to bill clients in their local currencies without the hassle of setting up multi-bank accounts in different locations. SaaS and subscription companies can automate batch and recurring payments, while e-commerce businesses benefit from a solid range of marketplace integrations and payment solutions. Another core market is companies with teams based abroad or that rely on global freelancers, vendors, or suppliers. The borderless employee expense cards with no foreign transaction fees simplify overseas spending and track expenses in real time. Holding local currencies can also eliminate conversion fees when paying invoices, and the mass payout features make it easier for payroll and expense management. Startups that want to expand internationally are also good candidates for an Airwallex account. They can serve overseas customers without having to open foreign accounts in each country while still benefiting from local banking capabilities. Firms that process more than £10,000 per month also stand to make a significant saving on fees when compared to accounts from traditional banking providers. Overall, we think Airwallex is one of the best choices available in the market today for businesses operating internationally. The platform provides a good experience for cross-border transactions, is competitively priced, and has a well-designed app. E-commerce businesses particularly will benefit from being able to accept overseas payments without having to worry about high conversion fees. Throw in the multi-currency cards with no foreign transaction fees and the 0 monthly account fees, and Airwallex clearly has a lot of plus points. As always though, we'd advise you to weigh up the pros and cons and compare fees and currencies to make sure it's the right choice for your business. Now, if you want to find out more about Airwallex for international payments, just scan the QR code that's on screen right now or click the link in the description below. And if you're already using Airwallex, we'd love to hear your views in the comments. Right, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please like it, share it with anyone who might benefit, and subscribe for more in-depth reviews.